15 years in the making of AJ Styles. Bullshit.
TNA versus
You're
WWE.
being way too technical about that.
No, I'm not. All right, I am not being too technical about this. WWE needs to get their shit right. It's not
a nice, clean number.
No,
Damn,
it's
get
not.
off their backs.
No, it's not. And first of all, let me address the dream match situation now. I get that everybody has wanted to see this match, myself included, but they're acting as if this is Cena versus Rock or Rock versus Hogan. Get the fuck out of here.
It's WWE versus TNA, pretty much.
Yeah, this is the face of one company versus the face of another. I'm not necessarily saying that, AJ Styles is on the level of Sting, but remember when they used to call Sting, this is the biggest name to have never signed with WWE? Once Sting actually signed with WWE, AJ Styles took that position. Now, you can say that it's a big-ass drop-off from 1 to 2, but he did take that position nonetheless. And there have been discussions throughout the years, maybe not on a large scale because TNA simply isn't on the same level of WWE, never has been, never will be. But there have been discussions within pockets of the wrestling community with fans not dissimilar to us that have talked about John Cena versus AJ Styles for a very long time. And this match is actually happening in just a few days, and that means something. It does.
AJ Styles is going to win.
Well,
AJ Styles is going to win this match. Nobody here can dispute that. AJ Styles is going to win on Sunday.
Oh, I agree with that.
Well, before we get there, Cass, you have anything on the actual build-up for this match?
Well, yeah, I didn't express my thoughts on the contract signing. I'm gonna say real quick. I enjoyed the segment. The build's been good, but imagine if this was honestly a 4-week build and not a 2-week build.
I agree.
I think they made the most of the time that they had available to them.
Yeah, that's right. I would have liked if it was a 4-week build, because it would have made this even mean much more than it already is. But for what they've done has just been excellent enough. And I mean, Cena, since he's been back, has just been. He's got that, he said, he's no longer the Doctor of Thugonomics. It's he's got a little bit of PG John Cena versus old school John Cena in it. He's had a little bit of cockiness to him. I've noticed. He's actually commanding. He's commanding his situation. And honestly, seriously, there has to be a lot of here's the thing. John Cena's not dumb. He honestly has to hear the whispers outside of WWE and for many years on wow, I've heard of this guy, but they call him the face of TNA, but yeah, I'm the face of WWE. He has, both men have to know. And here's the thing. It's not John Cena and AJ Styles necessarily hate each other. I think that they are just really legitimately thinking of, okay, I was the face of this brand, I was the face of this company, and you were the face of this company. Let's find out who is really the face of wrestling, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. However, I'm still going to hold by my statement of what I said a couple weeks ago. Still don't buy the fact that it's heel AJ versus face Cena, when it should be just simply face AJ versus face Cena, and this match should just be built all around respect because they can get away with that. But with AJ Styles turning heel and him being the heel in this situation, it's good guy versus bad guy. You completely defeat the purpose in this, and I still don't get the storyline. But the build's been fine. But AJ
the story
Styles
is, AJ laid it out perfectly on Raw when he said that if this was, 15 years ago,
I don't buy that crap.
See, the problem is
15 years.
I'm quite sure that's not what Cass is hung up on, the damn number. When AJ Styles says, if I was in WWE 15 years ago, I would have your spot. I'd be the winner of the Royal Rumble multiple times. I'd be the face that runs the place. I'd be the one in shitty movies and stuff like that. I don't believe it one fucking lick.
His ass was competing against Jerry Lynn and Low Key in a low-tiered arena for the X Division Championship.
But here's the thing. It goes back, it ties into what you said when you said you don't believe that these guys hate each other. It's basically like a situation where it's instigators. People have been instigating a beef between those two, and like legit conversations have been happening. Oh, well, if AJ Styles was in WWE, John Cena wouldn't be this and John Cena wouldn't be that, and AJ Styles would have his place. Those conversations have been happening legitimately among fans. And what WWE has done, they've taken those conversations, they've fictionalized them, and they've pushed them on TV. And there wouldn't be as many like emotional beats for the story to play on if they were both faces. And if it was just, okay, well, I'm me and you're you, let's go in this ring and do what we do. So I'm going back and forth. Like, I understand the positives and the pros to having them both be faces, but knowing a lot that happened here that couldn't happen if they were both faces, then I understand why WWE made the call to tell the story the way that they did.
I mean, like I said, like the two contract symbolism, I really like that from Cena. Like, this one is with the club, but this one is without. I thought that was an interesting twist. But AJ Styles has to win Sunday. He has to win. He has to win, because it goes back to what I said a couple weeks ago, because if it gets to a situation where we ultimately think it's going to go and the first match Cena actually wins, then nobody's going to care about AJ as much as they have been. Because again, it goes back to him losing so much leading up to Cena. And if you have him lose this automatically and immediately, especially 2 weeks into this whole thing, then it defeats the purpose of everything.
I always find a hard time discussing John Cena matches, especially when they have so many implications attached to them and the stakes are high, because I know that people, like, they automatically want to say that whoever, insert name here, whoever John Cena's opponent is, that person has to win. And I always feel like I have to be kind of a rebel and fight against that, where I'm like, fuck, no, John Cena, he should win. But let me go ahead and let out the world's worst kept secret.
Okay.
You do know what is going to happen if AJ wins on Sunday, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get fuckery.
No, I'm like, even after that, they're gonna have more matches, and then you know.
That's why I say, like, it's good if this was face versus face, because you can do it one time only and be done with it. If you do it if you keep doing like it, if you keep doing it repetitively like this, then it's gonna get old. That's why I don't like the whole heel AJ versus the face Cena, because then you're back to the whole typical WWE's philosophy on booking feuds. But yeah, like I said, AJ has to win, otherwise he might lose some points with me if he doesn't win Sunday.
And people, can I just say, save it with the burial bullshit before you even get started. Let's not act like AJ has been burning up the charts in WWE before he got to John Cena.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there. He got that ass whooped twice.
See, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying.
Then got beat up by Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
There you
go. Even though AJ won technically more matches and the feud where it mattered the most, he lost. And so let's
like I've been saying,
burial talk, please.